Southeasterners and the Southerners, we cannot become. And Biafrans, we must be. What are the declaration of the 2nd December meant to achieve? At least it is no longer a question of uncertainty. It is no longer a question of whether we are unsure. But I believe the message of the Declaration of the Restoration of Independence State of Biafra on the 2nd of December 2024 has penetrated even to the bone marrow of the enemies. So the question, and the big question is, what do we intend to achieve? They have mocked us that we are in exile. But what the truth that they are not telling themselves is that we are not only in exile. We are actually more in the homeland than what we are in exile. The truth they refuse to tell, which they continue to deceive themselves, is that every blessed Monday in Biafra land, we demonstrate that we are not just in exile. We also control the homeland. The truth they have not told you is that whenever we issue any declaration on either civil disobedience or the forceful lockdown of the Nigeria state institution in Biafra land, like we have declared from the 28th day of this August to the 26th of September, those who call us government, those who say we are in exile, will start crying. They will start all manner of propaganda, panicking, sending military terrorists in our land to try to, see whether we can change our mind, thinking that by killing our people, the pressure will, force us to change our mind. These are the things that they are not telling those gullible, idiot criminals in Nigeria that are believing in one Nigeria just because they have found themselves in a safe haven where they can commit crimes, international crimes and cyber crimes, and they will be bragging in their various communities for making money through crime. So they lie to themselves that, oh, don't listen to him, they are just in exile. Yet, each time we make any pronouncement, it becomes a problem to them. So the big question is, what do we intend to achieve from the 2nd of December? My supporters in the United States, Biafrans in the United States, we have at least 2 objectives. We want to achieve 2 things from this 2nd of December declaration. These 2 things are the delegitimization of the Nigeria state within Biafra land and the legitimization of Biafra government within Biafra land and beyond.
Very, very important. One of the most important assignments that we have is delegitimization of Nigerian government in Biafran territory and legitimization of Biafran government in the homeland and beyond. What are you seeing that is happening today? When you look at the project of the United States of Biafra, led by Dr. Ngozi Orebeze, what are you seeing? What you can see clearly is the legitimization of Biafran government home and abroad. That is why you see her appearing on different fora, speaking on different platforms, sending delegates and writing letters to the bodies that matters. And when it comes to the delegitimization of Nigeria in Biafran territory, it has everything to do with the Liberation Army. They have a major role to play. And that was where the enemy attacked. That was where the enemy attacked. And ask yourself, why is it that within that period that the enemy entered into the territory of the Liberation Army, they had no force, they were doing nothing? Those who claimed they were working for you, They entered there and they put a stop to the activities of the Liberation Army. The Liberation Army were no longer taking actions. They were no longer intervening in issues. They set that confusion, and the government of Biafra, knowing fully well that this is one of the projects we have at hand, immediately after the declaration, the legitimization of Nigerian government and legitimization of Biafran government. These enemies, they embark on delegitimization of Biafran government and legitimization of Nigerian government. I mean the enemies. Instead of engaging in delegitimization of Nigerian government, they began to legitimize Nigerian government. Why the United States of Biafran government under the Nnamdi was trying to legitimize Biafran government. They were doing everything possible to see that this thing that Master Samuel spoke about here, legitimization of Biafran government, the United States of Biafra that was declared on 29, instead of legitimizing it, which is what Master Samuel said here, some people ganged up themselves and they began to delegitimize the Biafran government, which was what we are supposed to do. Legitimizing government, that is what we are supposed to do. After the declaration, Master Samuel made it clear here, after the declaration, that we embark on legitimization of the Biafran government and delegitimization of Nigerian government. But the enemies came in and they turned it around. They began to delegitimize Biafran government and legitimize Nigerian government. How did they do it? They did it by attacking the government of the United States of Biafra that was declared on the 29th of November 2024. And they came on the ground to legitimize Nigerian government by disrupting the men on the ground, causing confusions, and to make sure that the men on the ground do not have the kind of force they're supposed to have. They were acting opposite. And so many of us were not paying attention, either because of what their personal gain, or because of their friend, or out of ignorance, they were not paying attention. But we had an information already kept for us on what to do after declaration. Look at what you do. Pursue the legitimization of Nigerian government to make sure they move out from every inch. And again, project Biafran government to the world. Legitimize it home and abroad. While Dr. Ngozi Orabese was on that journey, the enemy were busy doing the opposite. But I thank you, that today they have been defeated hands down. Today they have been defeated and they have no place anymore. And they will never, ever, ever have any place anymore in this struggle. No matter how they try, they will never have any place. Because there is only one government. Only one government. And I thank you that finally, the men on the ground have spoken, more especially from the camp where they planted their evil, using the name of one of the commanders. Finally, they got the response. And we will continue to play the response in case those who did not hear to hear and retrace their step and stop doing their evil.
Hello, you go to Zakalaquamono, the Biafra, with the drone, Omunamala Biafra Calaquamono, Omunam, the Hamana Massa Calaquamono. I am not only a go to Za, Passam Cobasata Mana and Amma. I have information in water. The Candeji Ahamu and a meltoto. Sibukoya Memela. So, ya devil, or Yameme, ya based one government. And over to government Kayakwan, and daughter Alaja Kana to refi. Sibiko Yamanabula Besianya Kayangwa, Kahuni Han and Menagaga. And Nabutuzo based in one government, and Gabutuzo believe Lucabia for whatever. And then Bomu woman about Kenny Line and Maconi Wisi. Sibiko na Butuzo anọha na propaganda government. Ihe m nọ na USB government. One mind, one Biafra, and otu ala aja aka na-achụrụ efi. Because for those of you, ma ndị na-eyuzu aha m, ma ndị na-ede nke a na-ede ede, ma ndị na-ekwu nke a na-ekwu ekwu, Kanu na n'olu Butuzo na Butuzo adịghị awe ya. Enwekwanị nke m tiri, enwekwanị nke m dere. So ihe m na-alụ ụwa ọgụ Biafra ka Biafra were bịa. So biko, aka m sị ka m kọwara unu, aka m sịkwa ka m kwụrụ unu, ka ozi m arụkwa onye ukwu aka, rụkwa onye nta aka. We must fight to get Biafra. We must fight to restore Biafra. Which na ya memegwele ya meme. And I believe we may declare great the state of Biafra. So ihe ọma gere nwoke o gere nwaanyị. Kemerukwe m. Ọzọ dị ka ibe ya m na-adị bụ udo dịrị unu na enyemaka unu na contribution unu dị ka anyị si eme ya na mbụ, ka anyị sikwa otu ahụ were na-eme ya, ka chi dị mma were dị, ka ọ ṅụzuara anyị ọkụ. We move forward. Ka anyị nwee ike ime ya ka things si dị. Ọ dabara m, ọ dabakwara unu. Women on ground, anyị kwụ nọ n'azụ, kwụsị ike, anyị kwụ Biafrans n'azụ. So we ensure that we must get Biafra. So na Butuzo anakwa n'ebe eji aha m akọ. Eme ihe m ghọtara eji aha m akọ, but ihe mma onye ọbụla sọrọ ya bụrụ ji aha m wee na-ekwu nke a ga-ekwesị ekwesị, ya biko ya stọpụọ, ya wapụ afa biko, so that all one chain and command, one order, we must follow one order. The PM siri kwuo ya, one chain and command. So udo dịrị unu, ndewo unu, ya gazikwere na ụmụnne m. Butuzo is back again.
You have just heard from Butuzo. The person that just spoke now is Butuzo. And he has made it clear that he is back.
I want to encourage every Biafrans to be very, very, very resolute and focused. The difference between us, the Biafra people, and those that are blackmailing and propagating all manner of falsehood against us is that they are two-faced people, corrupt, very unbalanced people, and we are not two-faced. These people that are parading and spreading all this falsehood against us are those who believe in Biafra and they believe in Nigeria. So,
all right, guys, before I edit all, what's your take on this? Please kindly drop your comment below the comment section. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up, share this video, let it go viral. Thank you, and bye for now.